Okay, so this is something I've been thinking about for some time. That is, a lot of people, we really need to have a detox of information. We really need to go fast on information, because if there's something in this modern world, with in the information age, where we're bombarded with information and influences and ideas constantly, 24/7, from all sorts of angles and ways, is that sometimes we just need to let it go and abstain from it. And that's where one of the virtues comes in, chastity or abstinence, to abstain from thoughts and especially information. Because I think that if I go to myself, for example, at the moment I feel like I've consumed so much information over the past years now that I feel like I need a little break from it. Because it's not good to always consume, because we can get into this trap that we never get satisfied. We always want to keep looking for the new thing, the new perspective of that particular subject, and feeding the ego with the unknown, because it just wants to keep looking. At one point it's gonna like come back to you, because you will get so confused that you don't even know what to do anymore. And I said this before, but without the practical essence, that we really take it into our lives and really get to experience the real truth behind it, we will only believe all the time. We're never gonna know. So to have a break from information and just really try to figure out things by practicing things is gonna be much better. This goes for most people actually, because if you just open up your Instagram account, you're gonna be, or TikTok or whatever it is, YouTube as well, you're gonna be bombarded with so many different topics. In the Bible they say, watch out for hearsay and untruths. That we should be careful of people who speak other people's truths. Because if we are always gonna keep posting what other people experienced, we are moving further and further away of the truth. So I think that it's very important that we don't overdo it all the time. And I mean, a lot of people, we can view things from what we have experienced, and we see that they're doing some other things and that they are wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. But if we look at it in this sense, that maybe they need to go through that. I mean, before I started eating a lot of a high fruit diet, I ate keto diet. Some people probably thought I was crazy when I did that, eat mostly fats. And now there's a lot of people think I'm crazy because I'm eating mostly sugars. So it's always gonna be those sides. But at the end of the day, we need to go through certain things. And it's the same with all these kind of ideas and concepts, that most people need to go through with them, so that we can see that it's not the solution for everything. Because I realized that it's so easy to just keep like looking for the next thing, to keep looking for that new practice, that new idea that's going to change us. And because it's not going to do that, we have to understand that. Because we're just feeding the ego with a new belief system. If some people say that they get crazy benefits of doing this, then the ego feeds of that. And it knows that if I start doing this as well, I will experience a lot of good benefits. So it's so interesting with the placebo effect as well. Like, how do we really know that a lot of things that we do, it's not just placebo? Because the strongest thing of all is the mind. That's where we create everything. Our reality is based on what our perception is from the mind. So if we're just feeding our mind all the time with beliefs, and that we are certain that we're going to experience anything when we start doing it, how we don't just know it, that's what's happening, and not the practice itself. So that's kind of like an interesting angle, I would say, that I think we're kind of avoiding the power of the placebo, actually. I definitely think a lot of people, we need to have a break from information. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad with information. Information is amazing, but to a certain degree it is. But after that, it's going to be it can be too much. And it's not always better to know everything as well, because it can complicate a lot of things. Because we think too much, we're too much in the thought, than in the intuition and in the now and in the things that's just happening at the moment. So I think it can have a lot of great benefits to just stop consuming. For the last few weeks now, I've been really paying more attention to just being and now. Whatever thing I'm doing, if I'm in my home and I'm doing like dishes, I'm doing cleaning with a vacuum cleaner, or I'm doing laundry or stuff like that, I'm just more aware and more in the presence when I'm doing it. And when you are that, like even when I'm driving the car, like you just try to not maybe have stuff going on that you listen to. Just be in the moment and take in everything that you experience. Everything gets more. It's kind of interesting when you do it. Everything gets much more powerful. It happens something when you are just aware of everything, and you just let it soak in. So that's what I've been really paying more attention to recently. The same when I'm in the gym. I like to work out without music because I just want to have that time and just be 100% present with the weights, with my breathing. Let the information go for a while. Yeah, abstain from it for a while. I think that's really good. Abstinence is usually referred to as a sexual thing, but that's not really the case. It's more of abstaining from thought and abstaining from the mind. That's my advice. Let's try it out and you'll see for yourself how you will feel. We'll talk soon again.